Hi there, welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, as all the content on this channel is focused on your well-being. And for those of you who have already subscribed, I appreciate your support. Please check out my website, and we'll love it if you sign up to my newsletter to receive regular updates. Also, check out the resources page on my website where I update any resources that I believe will help you. You can also connect with me on Insta and Facebook. I will leave all the links in the video description below. I appreciate all your support and hope you like this video. Without further delay, let's get to it. Hi guys, hope you're all doing well today. Before we get started, I've included a free copy of my step-by-step guide to manifesting in the video description below. In this guide, I take you through the whole process, step by step, with detailed actions you need to take to manifest what you desire in your life. Make sure you get your copy and start manifesting what you desire today. To get your copy, click on the link in the video description below. Today we're going to talk about the power of the words you say to yourself. We are a soul given the gift of a physical body in this life. Think of your body and soul as two separate entities. As everything is energy, I want you to think of what you consciously and subconsciously say to yourself daily. Negative self-talk over time can harm and weaken your body, and positive words strengthen your body. The way you talk to yourself defines what you think of yourself. Your self-talk can be kind or cruel. Language influences our view of the world. It shapes the relationships with people and things. Your words define how you see yourself. Talking to oneself is one of the most natural yet undervalued skills we have. As people, we develop our inner voice at the same time when we are learning to speak. So sadly, most of the time, our effort is dedicated on how to have meaningful conversations with others. We hardly give any thought of how we speak to ourselves. It is well understood that our brain is hardwired to be negative. The majority of our self-talk is negative, and it works against us. So these negative thoughts can make us feel angry, irritated, frustrated, and hopeless. To put it simply, words are powerful. Words can be helpful, and they can also be hurtful. They can inspire and encourage, and also have the power to ruin and destroy. The power of words is undeniable, and it does not matter who says them, which includes what we say to ourselves. Self-talk has far more impact because we spend more time saying words to ourselves than what we say to anyone else, which means we have the power to really harm ourselves or really help ourselves, depending on what we choose to say. If you realize how powerful your thoughts are, you would never think a negative thought again. But sadly, we don't fully appreciate the power of our thoughts. Words, without a doubt, is the single most important force available to humanity. We can choose to either use it constructively or destructively. Think about it. Words can be used to help, heal, encourage, appreciate, and it can be used to hinder, hurt, harm, and humiliate. We get to choose what we decide to do with the words we speak to others and to ourselves. So we need to choose our words wisely. We must make sure we use our words in a way that helps others and ourselves. Here are some negative sentences I hear way too often. I'm not good enough. It's hard for me. I struggle with this. I'm not good at this. Everyone always picks on me. I'm not smart enough to learn this. I'm not that confident. I always stuff up. Bad things always happen to me. No one loves me, and so on and so on. I hope you get the point. Can you relate to some of these? Are you even guilty of using some of these statements yourself? I certainly am. So now that I'm aware, as soon as I start going down that track, I change the way I say it to myself. It just comes with practice. We cannot afford to waste any precious time or energy on such self-sabotaging statements. As Bruce Lee famously said, don't speak negatively about yourself, even as a joke. Your body doesn't know the difference. Words are energy and cast spells. That's why it's called spelling. Change the way you speak about yourself and you change your life. Also remember, what you are not changing, you are also choosing. Here are some positive habits you need to cultivate that address how you speak to yourself. Number 1, replace certain specific words. So the easiest way to erase certain words from your inner dialogue is to replace them with another word. Replace I can't with I will. I have to with I want to. I should with I choose to. Number 2, pause, reflect, and talk. As you become more aware of the words you use, practice reflection. Evaluate your thoughts. Is that hurtful or is it helpful? Reflect on the words you're using. If they hurt you, go back and see how you can erase and replace those words. Number 3, increase positive self-talk. It may take some time to build this habit, but it is essential for your well-being. Once positive self-talk becomes second nature, you will see the improvements it will make in your life and how you feel about yourself. Number 4, avoid absolutes. I will try and explain this one with examples. So, for one example, instead of saying they're complete idiots, you can say something like, they see things differently from me. I wonder what they see that I don't. Or, why don't they understand me is another example. Instead, you could say, I need to find a way to express myself better. Just another way to say it. Number 5, replace should with could. Although it may not seem like a big difference, but should has a certain level of judgment attached to it. If you use the word could, you're in control and it's more empowering. To explain simply, when you could do something, you have the choice not to. On the other hand, when you should do something, there is judgment attached. So that if you don't, you are doing the wrong thing. So I hope that explains it. Number 6, use words that show commitment. Stop using words like trying. When you say you will try to do something, you are already giving yourself an excuse not to follow through. Speak with commitment and you will see your outcomes will change. No more trying, just doing or not doing. Number 7, rephrase problems as opportunities. Everyone has problems, but what makes the difference is that successful people see them as challenges and the opportunity that it can offer. When you change how you speak of a problem, you start feeling and thinking differently and start focusing on how to solve them and change them to make them opportunities to help you grow. You are capable of far more than you think. Realizing just how capable you truly are begins the moment you decide to use words that embolden you. Now that I have gone through all the ways of positive self-talk habits, we need to quickly go through the list of what not to say to yourself. 4 quick rules that can make it easier for you to control what you say to yourself. If you would never say it to someone else, don't say it to yourself. If it drains you rather than adding to your energy, stop saying it. If it makes you feel sad, mad, or bad, stop saying it. If it's a tone you wouldn't tolerate from anyone else, don't tolerate it from yourself. Here are some of the words you shouldn't say to yourself. Number 1, I can't. It may be difficult, but most likely you can do it. Tearing down your abilities begins the process of self-doubt. Number 2, why do I always mess up? This exaggerated statement can make you afraid of trying anything. Better to get rid of such exaggerations that don't help, such as always. Number 3, nobody cares about me. Stop feeding more and more self-pity. This type of self-talk can lead to serious issues such as depression. If you seriously think harder, you will find plenty of people that do really care. Number 4, they have a better life than I do. This is another way to continuously put ourselves down, that we are not doing as well as others. Stop comparing yourself to others and put that energy into building the life that you want to have. The kind of life that makes you feel more powerful and more enlightened and positive in every way. Number 5, life is unfair. Yes, life may have its challenges, but focusing on how unfair life is or can be will only make things worse. It's better to shelve such statements as they're not so empowering. It all begins and ends in your mind. What you give power to has power over you if you allow it. What consumes your mind controls your life. Your mind will believe what you tell it, so feed it with truth, love, and positivity. I hope this video was helpful, and if you still haven't subscribed yet, please do so, as there's a lot more content coming up that I'm sure you will find helpful. Until next time, stay safe and stay blessed.